review spelling and how it's done in second grade at Valley Ranch Elementary. When you and I were kids, you probably had a spelling test where you were given a list of words to memorize. You would memorize those words and then you would take the test on that Friday and write all the words as you memorized them. As we have learned in educational research, studying just how to spell a word is not going to help translate spelling the word correctly when you get to writing it on your own. So the best thing to do for a learner is to study spelling patterns and how we spell words. So each week, I will be sending a video that explains the spelling pattern to you, or at least just tells you which spelling pattern we're working on, so you can support your child at home each night by practicing the spelling pattern. Now, I've discussed with your child the importance of practicing their spelling patterns each night, and that it depends on how well they did on their pre-test for how long each night or how many nights in a week they study it. So here you're looking at an example of a spelling pretest that was taken today. Every Monday, your child will upload their spelling pretest and corrections to Seesaw so that you may see what words they were studying or given, really. They haven't had a chance to study them yet, but what word pattern we are focusing on and how they did. So here you can see that the child does have some things that need to be addressed for the spelling pattern. If your child gets all of them correct, they still need to study the pattern but with different words to make sure that they know how to spell words across the spelling pattern. This week, our spelling pattern is plural nouns. So the children and I talked about the spelling pattern and how it works, how you add S to some of the words, ES to some others, ES to others that end in S and X, ES to ones that end in Z, and so on. I will be sharing this document with you so that you can study it with your child as well. Like I said, they are not going to get the same list of words every Friday that they got originally, so just memorizing these words with your child will not help them. We're looking to see on Friday if they understand the spelling pattern. For example, I'm looking to see if this child understands on Friday that the word that ends with Y, you drop the Y and add IES to make it plural. So here are some ways that I discussed with your child that you will be able to help them at home. Number one is our spelling city. Our website is www.spellingcity.com/2cvre. When you go to that webpage, this is what you will see. And you will click on any of the lists that say plural nouns. Down here in the numbers, you'll find test 1, 1819. That's the actual test they took today with every word from the test they took today. You also have some other words that fall in the pattern here. And on any of these, you can actually play games or have your child play games. So even if you're too busy to sit side by side with them one night, they know that they can go to these games and play different games to help them. So they're going to use this list and press play. And then they can play different games that will help them. Another thing you can do is always go to 2cvre.weebly.com. When you go to this is a website that is purely for online resources now. So you're going to click Online Resources, Spelling Practice, and it explains again why we teach spelling the way that we do in more of a word study fashion rather than memorization. And then it gives you the link to Spelling City, but it also gives you some other great ways to practice certain spelling patterns. So like I said, this week is plurals. So I'm looking to see if there's any extra resources for that. And notice it's a very long list. But eventually, as we go down, we see that there is no plural, meaning the best thing for you to use is that Spelling City. You can even try giving your child their own test, but I highly suggest trying some of the games that are recommended here and practicing that's recommended here to help them study the pattern again and not memorizing the words. Okay? If you have any questions about how this works or how you can support your child at home beyond this video, please let me know. Again, every Monday you will see your child's spelling pretest, and you will also see a message from me explaining what the pattern is this week. Thank you.